Welcome back to the 2025 Zimmer Biomet APP Newport Beach Open as we take a look at our Vlasic Pickles mixed doubles bracket. Our semifinals are set. All four teams moving on, and on championship court right now, a pair of teams that have squared off before earlier this season and one we definitely expected to see in Will Howells and Bobbi Oshiro as we welcome you back into the booth here on championship court of the Tennis and Pickleball Club of Newport Beach alongside APP U.S. National Team head coach Chad Edwards and pro pickleball coach Dominic Catalano. I'm Dorian Kraft. Fellas, this one is sure to be fun for a variety of reasons. We have a lot of pick your poison, a lot of excitement, a lot of power against a pair that is very methodical, will wear you down. And when you have a contrast of styles, it can be very interesting to see how things play out.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Manthou and Maddox want to play a little bit faster pace. You'll look for Manthou to try to create a little bit of chaos in the middle of the court. We saw it in the quarterfinals where he was able to move up and really insert himself and kind of put that pressure on. Maddox able to generate power herself. Dom's still scared of her overhead and that big forehand.
Who isn't?
So, you know, they need to play a lot faster.
And then on the flip side, you have Oshiro and Howells are going to play really methodical, try and slow this game down, elongate points, and if they can do that, that's where they're going to come out on top.
To round out our Vlasic Pickles keys to the match, pace of play. We saw Maddox and Manthou play very quickly in their respective quarterfinal against Chris Hayworth and Amanda Hendry as a quick side out starts us off. And Dom, I know you were on player score, but for me, the thing that stood out earlier the most, Christine Maddox's defense was very good. It may have been the best defensive match I've seen her play in a long time.
Well, and I think that's something that she has been working on, right? She's trying to elevate that game. One thing that she had immediately when she came in was the offense. Now, adding the defense to it takes her to another level. Oh, no.
Just a little too big on that take back there from Howells. Got the ball that he wanted.
Oh, a little stare into the crowd. When Maddox pulled the trigger, someone said, yeah. And right before Howells hit it.
Oh, somehow that worked out. I mean, Manthou way out of position right there on that speed up.
0-1-1. Very deep return, aided by the wind.
Yeah, and Chaz mimicking a knuckleball because going into that wind, and it's just going to knuckle that ball, make it move side to side, back and forth.
Little Tim Wakefield action for you.
Charlie Huff. I'm going old school with Charlie Huff.
Oh, what a pretty ball there from Oshiro.
Patented Oshiro step back forehand roll through the middle.
She makes that look so smooth and easy, and 95% of players are going to hit that long because they're going to overhit it.
1-0-1.
Yeah, good step over there from Howells. And then he attacks that left hip of Manthou.
2-0-1.
Good hands there from Manthou. Yeah. He was sitting on the counter.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that Howells telegraphed it. It's that Manthou was ready for the speed up if it was going to come, and it did. And
2-0-2.
Manthou all over that counter.
There's the scary forehand there from Christine Maddox. Dom would have been turning his body right there. Just
full protection
turn the face, put the leg up, throw the paddle out there.
That's it. Full protection mode.
It's in.
See,
what a sequence.
Here's my issue right there is that ball's going up and up and up. And as soon as you see Howells going to let that bounce, you've got to get forward, right? You cannot stay back. Oh, that's dirty. That's just dirty.
And basically, you're letting Manthou run circles around himself.
Well, and that's what I was going to say. Manthou needs to move and create chaos. However, Howells and Oshiro so good at putting balls where they want to is that they're going to keep him scrambling if he doesn't end that point when he comes over and gets big.
Yeah, it's just is almost a little too much footwork right there from Manthou. He's almost, split stepping on dinks right here, and there's no need for all that movement, all that, kind of chaos on a dink. Slow your footwork down, be set.
Ooh, just
a bit.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a good speed up there from Maddox. Again, Dom, you talked about, we saw Oshiro hit that kind of forehand roll through the middle. Most players will overhit it, so it doesn't get that bite. It misses by a couple of inches, and that's what Maddox did right there. She just overhit it a little bit. She needs to take a little bit of pace off it, and it's going to bite.
The APP Women's Open presented by The James is back. Coming to Columbus, Ohio, October 3rd through 5th. The second annual Women's Open is designed for all women to compete, celebrate, and connect in the name of breast cancer awareness. Check out the app.global for more information. Speaking personally, I'm very excited. That will be my first Women's Open. I didn't get to attend last year, but very much looking forward to being there this year.
Yeah, you weren't there last year. You missed out. It was a great time. Chad and I know we are looking forward to going back there. Like we said last year, Chad and I will be on our best behavior with all the ladies there. We appreciate what they're doing and what that cause is going for there with the James. It's an absolutely incredible event that we love going to. It'll be the second annual this year. That's a good timeout right there from Maddox and Manthou as a crowd trying to get behind them, will them into some points right here. Called the timeout at 4:01. They get two quick stops. Now back on serve. Yeah, and I want to see Maddox get out of that pattern.
Well, and in the quarterfinals, she did very similar where she's trying to take that kind of on the half volley, tight to the body coming up on it. We saw her with the shadow swing again, like create separation. Now you can move that ball around instead of rushing to take that.
Mm-hmm.
And getting a gift there from Oshiro as she dumps it in the net. You talk about getting out of the patterns. What would you like to see from Manthou or from Maddox then?
I'd like to see her go backside on Will Howells. Will Howells, if that ball bounces on his backhand, he doesn't attack it. There's no secret. Yeah. You go to his forehand like that.
Oh, goodness.
But if she can make a ball bounce behind Howells, he's going to back up. He's going to make a dink, but it's not going to come back and it's be pressure. So she's just got to keep him honest. If she can get a mistake out of it, she can open up the court.
Yeah, good patience.
ATP. How difficult is it for a team and a player like Christine Maddox when they want to play with a lot of pace end rallies quickly to pick the right balls and the right patterns.
Well, she can still do it. I mean, she's staying in a cross-court dink right now with Oshiro, but it's instead of hitting, 5, 6 balls in a row cross-court with Oshiro, like Don was saying, take one, make it bounce behind Howells, then she can hit left foot Oshiro, then she can pull Oshiro out wider, and that's the ball movement. And, you may be able to catch with that speed up or that drop back through the middle where you don't have to try and hit it hard to beat the hands because you've created an opening.
Yeah.
Created an opening in the score as well.
Did you see? Oshiro had to turn her head and duck because Howells was coming in with such a big take back. Just
great.
sitting there, just
Great awareness of where your partner is.
There again, it's the same thing.
Oh, goodness. Manthou had the alley open.
Shiro is completely I'm good. We need to get that.
Oh, goodness.
It's got to get a...
Instead of a Bobbi bag, it'll be a Bobbi blow. And it feels like a body blow right now against Max Manthou and Christine Maddox. They have taken a timeout, trailing by 7 here in the opening game, and seemingly no answers.
It's what you just said, right? It's a gut punch, right? It's like you come out and you're like, okay, it kind of inched its way into the match, right? It was slow to start the first 4, 5, 6, 7 points, but then you let Howells and Oshiro dictate play how they want it, and now all of a sudden it's 8-1, and you look up and you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And so you call this timeout, but ball's just got to get moved around a little bit. You cannot let Bobbi Oshiro and Will Howells set their feet and just do the same thing over and over again because they're so good at it. So I got to have Christine Maddox go behind Will Howells with a couple of these dinks, push that forehand behind him to his backhand, and possibly open up some holes. Well, they tried to change it up right there and put Maddox on the left. Just didn't uncoil on the stack, see what they would get, and a let cord winner for Will Howells is what they got.
Just took his eye off it, side out, but with a sizable 8-point lead here in the opening game.
Well, that's a good spot there from Manthou as well, going kind of hooking that cross body, going outside the right hip there of Howells when he was shading that backhand.
Oh. Manthou tried to take that off the bounce.
We almost had that.
Well, usually...
I mean, if you arms were like 10 feet longer, yeah.
Well, if we had gotten out of our chairs...
That too.
Oh!
Passing shot winner for Maddox. One of the few bright spots of this opening game.
Put the crooked number up on the board for him. Hate saying it, we always talk about you don't want to have to score in bunches, but
this time you
have
did.
to.
2-9-2.
Side out.
That one's not going to help the cause right there either. Again, Oshiro and Howells are so good moving that ball around. They don't seem like they're pressured at all. Ooh.
Oshiro,
See the
little chicken wing.
Maddox going to the backhand side of Will Howells, but those are about waist high. He's going to get that second hand on. He's going to rip that. She's got to get that ball down to the feet. Oh, no.
We did
Two
see
sitters missed.
in the quarterfinal a couple of loose moments from Oshiro and Howells late in game number 2.
2-9-1.
Well, yeah. And
What a spot in the hip.
And like you said, Dorian, we have seen them at times get lackadaisical and kind of, move in and out of some consistency.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, full send there from Manthou.
Hey, that's, if you hit it clean, you're probably going to hit Oshiro right in the face, which happened in the quarterfinals.
It did, yeah.
But Manthou just going for a little too much right there.
You got a Bobbi bag?
Well, that wasn't even a Bobbi bag. That was trying to knock Bobby's teeth out in the quarterfinals.
I think really what just happened in the middle of that point is that Bobbi Oshiro just wanted to hit an overhead. That time left it go, and it brings up a game point.
Good talk right there from Will Howells, because Oshiro's full sprint trying to get there. She's not really paying attention to where she is.
Oh, let's not forget that out ball that Bobbi Oshiro played back in Cincinnati.
Uh-oh.
10-2-2.
Oh, got it.
There it is.
There's a Bobby bag.
She took that off the shoulder like a champ. Like she was
Wear it.
trying to push it back over with her shoulder.
Showing off that deltoid muscle right there.
Good
Beautiful
call.
cut volley there from Howells.
Yeah, good talk, good communication there from Howells. Oshiro quick to move out of the way, and then just perfect execution on the absorption there from Howells. Run.
Out, in, go get it. Somebody?
You, me? No.
No.
It is a point.
3-10-2.
That's so good right there from Howells. That reach and flick is nasty. And
Game point number 3. This time, Howells and Oshiro able to get out of game number 1. They take it 11-3. The top seeds capture the first and are one game away from another trip to Championship Sunday.
Introducing Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour. They're ultra lightweight and responsive for incredible speed. They have Goodyear rubber outsoles with a specialized pickleball design for increased side-to-side stability and agility. Plus, they feature shock-absorbing foam and Skechers' famous relaxed fit design for incredible comfort game after game. Conquer the court in comfort. Skechers Pickleball, the official footwear of the APP Tour.
At QVC, this is the age of possibility. It's you in bloom. Express your style. Be your bold self. Make your next move at QVC. This is the age of possibility. Shop now at QVC.com.
Welcome back to Championship Court. Want to play in the 2025 APP Tour Championships with APP Passport? Now you can. Just register to play at any APP event near you for your chance to medal and get a spot in the Tour Championships at the Fort this December. For more information or to sign up at the next event, visit the app.global. Oh, monster overhead from Christine Maddox.
There was a grunt behind that one, and we got called for.
Y'all wonder why I want to get out of the way.
I mean, I would want to get out of the way of that, too.
So
called long on the court?
Y'all just be quiet when you make fun of me and wanting to get out of the way of that. You saw it. There's anger in it.
We have to make fun of you because Chad makes fun of me for the first 4 hours before you get here.
You just miss me.
We already had the conversation. I'm not here to lift Dorian up and really make her feel good about herself.
Wow. Wow. Talk about quick hands there from Will Howells. He went from forehand to backhand in the blink of an eye and gets on top of that two-hander.
0-1-2.
Yeah, good get from Maddox, but just too much Howells.
Well, I mean, both Maddox and Manthou were a couple of feet behind the baseline there as well. So I think yesterday we talked about it as far as, you know, when to use that touch volley, when to kind of absorb a little bit. If you push your opponents back behind the baseline, then that's the time you can use it.
Oh, dirty.
Slip it down the line.
Dirty from Oshiro down the
Bobbi.
line.
Hey, yoink.
But again, too, here's something we've seen, too, from Maddox in recent history is her tendency to want to speed up cross-court.
Yeah.
And it gets her in trouble, and it got him in trouble right there. She sped up at Oshiro. Oshiro handles it behind Manthou. There it is again. She gets away with it right there, but that speed-up cross-court she tends to want to get in.
Well, that one was a little bit more elevated as well. So if Oshiro lifts with the elbow like she did when she counters it, it's going to go long.
Maddox moving backward. That's a tough ball when your momentum is falling away to get it over the net with enough clearance.
3-0-2.
And that's where too, Manthou's cut return will get him in trouble. If he cuts that return and it's short and you have someone who has a big top spin forehand, they're going to double that spin up and you're going to get in trouble, and he did right there.
A timeout on court as Oshiro and Howells have once again opened up a 4-0 lead here in our first semifinal. Coming up after this one, it is our second semi featuring the two seeds of Megan Fudge and Jack Monroe, and perhaps a surprise pairing in the semis of Sophia Seving and Casey Diamond. Fellas, real quick, give us your thoughts on what's coming up next.
Well, a lot of pace. Again, I think it's going to be very similar. A lot of pace on one side, control on another side. Who can take advantage of their style of play? Casey Diamond and Sophia Seving played a very clean quarterfinal. That was super impressive against Barr and Lane. It was just, they didn't make many mistakes. And so, very impressed with the way they're playing today.
Howells trying to will that in. Not a chance. Side out.
I see what you did there.
I didn't even mean to, actually. That was just...
See what you did?
That was organic. Came out a little flat there. And, Chad, this is similar That last ball from Bobbi Oshiro is similar to the mistakes that we saw start to creep in the second game of the quarter.
Yeah, and like we've spoken about before, it's hard to stay up at a certain level consistently, and you know, all it takes is just a little bit of relaxation with footwork or not getting down in the legs. Very easy to make that mistake there. Manthou trying to do just a little too much there.
Constant communication between Oshiro and Howells. You could just hear Oshiro say, good adjustment. Just wide.
Yeah, nice hands battle win there from Manthou. And again, crowd trying to will them back in here. Down by 1 now.
3-4-2.
Ooh.
Oh.
I think Oshiro hit that with her wrist.
Second time today, but the point belongs to Manthou and Maddox.
Well, Manthou getting a little more active now in the middle, choosing the right spots to kind of step over, be aggressive.
And a timeout taken by Oshiro and Howells as Maddox and Manthou have worked their way back 4-all here in game number 2, trying to force a decisive game number 3 in our first mixed doubles semifinal.
Well, it's the pace, right? They've started kind of creating and not sitting back and getting into those longer rallies have Maddox and Manthou.
Does that mean that Oshiro and Howells have been more passive in a way?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, the ball movement hasn't been as creative from Howells and Oshiro. Kind of left a few balls through the middle of the court, and it, you know, like you mentioned a few points ago, as far as Bobbi missing that ball, it's kind of like they relaxed a little bit. Now they're going to have to turn around, kick it into another gear.
4-4-2.
That's a good ball there from Oshiro. Getting on top of that. I almost said using her length.
Hey, she plays bigger than she is.
She does. She really uses every inch of her reach.
I'm sure she would appreciate that.
Yes.
It's a good ball there from Maddox into the hip of Oshiro.
Yeah.
Oshiro instantly turned around and looked at the court and was like, was that going to stay in?
Yeah.
Probably not.
4-4-2.
Good pressure from Manthou and Maddox.
Like Manthou floated through the air on that Ernie. He hung up there for a while.
4-4-1.
Oh.
And Max.
Impressive as they take their first lead, 5-4.
The timing on that is so hard, and he just makes it look so smooth.
Oh, goodness, Will Howells.
That wasn't the right spot there from Maddox.
It was too low to begin with. And she tries to speed up. That ball's going low to high. Howells going high to low, saying not happening. Wow.
That one's not coming back.
Oh, and Manthou took it off of Maddox's paddle. Maddox had a better angle on it. She had a little more depth. Manthou tried to sneak in there and grab that reset.
Still a good run as Manthou and Maddox have taken their first lead of the match, 5-4.
4-5-1.
Overhead put away, second serve.
Yeah, good pressure there again from Manthou.
4-5-2.
Oshiro wanted it, thought better of it, let it fall long.
I thought that ball was going to drop off her paddle. She didn't get much on
Just
it.
caught it off the top edge, but about a foot deep. Good reach in there from Oshiro and elevates that onto the backhand side. Tough to get on top of it over that left shoulder.
Back through the middle to force the side out.
I think people in the crowd liked the lob.
Yeah.
They didn't realize Manthou was going to get it.
5-5-1.
Ooh. Pop-up makes for the easy put away for Howells.
Oshiro using her reach again and just taking those balls out of the air, not allowing Maddox and Manthou to get all the way up, get the pop-up. Howells there for the put away.
Side out.
Interesting choice by Howells to let that bounce, but it worked out.
Yeah, it's tough, too, because you don't know if you're going to have to reach for it. The wind's holding it up. Is it going to come to me, and am I going to be able to really get something on it? And then as it bounced, it kind of leaned away from him. The wind pulls it away from him, so he doesn't get much on it.
Maddox tried to pull the paddle back, not in time, as Howells and Oshiro have regained a 2-point advantage here past the halfway mark of game number 2.
Howells all over that. He's got it timed up perfectly, but just gets on top of it a little too much instead of out in front of him. Yeah.
Oh, she overhit it.
Finally, Oshiro put it long. Can't believe she missed it.
All that great defense. She got exactly what she wanted right there.
One more step, half a step. She's overreaching.
All right, off of the hip. Yes, sir.
That's such a good counter there from Will Howells. Sitting dead red on that two-hander.
5-7-2.
Hard, and hardest. Manthou going hard into the body there of Oshiro.
And keeps he and Maddox within one. 6-7-2.
6-7-2.
Oh, 7-all. Error off of the paddle of Will Howells.
He just didn't move his feet.
Yeah.
Got stuck in cement right there. He slides over and moves his feet maybe about 2 feet. Make a good ball. Like that.
Oh,
no.
Good lead from Manthou. They're back in front.
A little frustration right there from Howells.
And a timeout taken as Manthou and Maddox have gone on a 3-point run to retake the lead, trying to send this the distance in this semifinal.
There was zero interest of Will Howells trying to keep that ball in the black.
Not at all.
He was trying to go in the purple, meaning the chest of Max Manthou. That ball had no chance of staying in the court.
What's been the biggest reason that Manthou and Maddox have found success in the second game?
They've been more aggressive. They've taken opportunities. A team that plays fast, likes Manthou and Maddox, you have to take your opportunities. If you get sucked into that slow game for too long, you're not playing your game and you're out of sorts. And it's what happened in game one. They were down 8-1 before they called that timeout. Then all of a sudden it's like, okay, after the 8-1 call the timeout, they're down 3-2, right? So they had a decent run to end game one, and they come out and play their game to start game two, and that's what that's why they're in this right now. That's why they have this lead.
Well, I think they also caught Howells and Oshiro kind of relaxing a little bit, and now it's been difficult because Manthou and Maddox have continued the pressure. It's been difficult for Oshiro and Howells to really turn it back in their favor.
Oh, goodness. Looked like he was on ice skates.
I don't know how Maddox got one of those balls in there where Manthou was like stumbling in front of her.
And just something to note, in the singles, both the men and women, the top seed fell in the semifinals. Second serve on the way. Maddox continuing to hammer away at Howells to force the side out.
That California crowd pro Christine Maddox here.
Not the best ball there from Oshiro to start that exchange.
8-7-1.
Yeah,
Oh,
good angle.
just out of the reach. Nearly missed the first. Put away the second.
8-7-2.
Ooh,
Oh, it's
that's
deep.
well long.
That was an ambitious choice.
She's on her back foot trying to lob, too. Like, that's tough.
That's one of those every ball can be a winner if you want about enough balls.
7-8-1.
Oh, wow.
Oh, goodness.
That's nice. That ball right
Okay.
off the line, and Maddox goes ATP.
See you, Christine Maddox.
7-8-2.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, she took like 3 shadow swings at it before it came down.
Almost looked like she clipped the side of her head with her paddle as she went to hit that.
8-8-2.
Oh.
Wow. Tricky side out.
Sure got fooled a little bit.
You don't see people wrong foot Bobbi Oshiro very often. Oh.
Yeah, good.
Get up, Christine Maddox.
Thumbs ducking in the booth right now. Good inside out flick, well inside in flick I should say there from Manthou. Creates the pop up, and as soon as that went out and went up and Dumb heard the grunt, he was diving to the back of the booth.
Not happening.
Ooh, Manthou wanted it.
It's there if he takes something off it.
Yeah.
Obviously, like
How much?
Too flat. Not a whole lot. It just has to get more shape.
yeah,
It just came out flat.
It's like 80%.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh. Manthou creating chaos. Working Christine Maddox a game point.
Oh.
10-8-2.
Oh, Oshiro comes out flat off the paddle, and let's play 3. Manthou and Maddox take game 2 to force a decisive final stanza for a chance at Championship Sunday.
It's time for me to take it. I'm the boss right now, not gonna fake it. Now when you go down, 'cause this is my game, and you better come to play.
See ya, hun. Dad, let's fix that knee.
I'll make an appointment.
For more natural feel and a faster recovery, we're going to use Rosa Robotics and Persona, the personalized knee.
Remember your exercises, Dad. Looking like yourself again.
Feeling like it too.
Are you ready to meet your grandpa?
The APP is sponsored by Zimmer Biomet, moving you forward. Visit smarterknee.com today.
And Hotel Planner, the official hotel booking supplier partner of the APP.
15 seconds.
Welcome back for Game 3 of our mixed doubles semifinal at the 2025 Zimmer Biomet APP Newport Beach Open. Christine Maddox about to serve. She and Max Manthou taking game number 2, 11-8, after falling behind by 4 to open up the second. And a miss there from Oshiro. First point goes to Manthou and Maddox.
And this is what we've seen before. We've seen them, again, get off kilter for a little while, but now how quick can they get back on the track?
Good lead from Manthou, 2-0 lead. It's the first time today that Maddox and Manthou have struck first. They went down 4-0 in each of the first 2 games.
Yeah, better job there from Howells getting on top of the 4th and the 6th there to put pressure on Manthou as he's trying to crash forward.
0-2-1.
Oh, goodness, the
Wow.
hands of Manthou, so quick in defense.
Yeah, just incredible. Just slice, carve.
Slice and dice, baby. Ooh. Side out. Interesting start to game number 3.
You hearing it too?
What's that?
You're looking up in the stands.
Yeah.
Did you hear someone say, hey, Will, in the middle of that point?
Yeah, I heard someone say that, and then Will dumps that ball in the net, and someone goes, yes.
So there's a group of guys up there that are
I walked through them to get a drink.
having a couple of drinks, and they,
Ooh, back corner pocket for the winner.
That's a definite momentum shift toward Maddox and Manthou.
Howells and Oshiro can feel it as they take the early timeout in this game, trailing by 3. There'll be an end change 1st to 6. Guys, how do you feel about the way that Manthou and Maddox ended game 2 and carried that over here to start?
Well, I mean, after game 1, it was like, oh, Howells and Oshiro on cruise control here, and then it's like, you're just thinking of what did Mike Tyson say? Everyone has a chance to get hit in the face, right? And it's just like, okay. And that's exactly what happened in game 2. Howells and Oshiro took one. They took a shot, and they have not recovered from it yet. It is a great start to game 3 for Maddox and Manthou, and they continue to give blows in the center of the ring, right? They're not backing off. They're not playing a slow style. They're going to play pace. And if they win with it, they win with it. If they lose with it, they lose with it.
Do Howells and Oshiro need to go to a plan B or just execute plan A better?
Well, I think they need to pick up the intensity, but 2, execute, just a little bit better. I mean, I don't think they need to take some unnecessary risks as far as. Oh, nice dig. Oh.
What is happening?
Max was in the front row. He was in the front row.
I don't think they have to take some unnecessary risks as far as speeding up balls that aren't there. But, Manthou, and like I said, it's a definite momentum swing. Oh, they called that ball out?
Will called it out.
That ball was in. Wow. Anyway. Neither of the referees saw that one, so the call will stand.
It's not often that you see Max Manthou get frustrated about a line call because he is one of the more generous line callers on tour. So for him to be frustrated, well, no question about that.
Oh, and he's thinking something right there at the kitchen line as he hits that.
0-3-2.
This third from Oshiro, quick side out.
Did he say exactly?
Ball don't lie.
No, it kind of just checked up right before Manthou went to hit it. Didn't quite get outside that post enough for the ATP. That's a good
Maddox
combo.
was all over it.
Maddox switched up the spot, sped it up down the line, anticipated it coming back to the forehand, and was right on top of it. Previously, before that, she'd been taking everything middle.
With the exclamation after, and if she's not scary enough, when you get her emotionally invested, watch out.
Oh. Just.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
No.
Oh, so in all that chaos, do you hear Bobbi just calmly go, got it.
Yep.
Just let me take this. We're good. I got it.
0-1.
Oh, a missed third from Oshiro. That's 2 in a row. What's the reason?
Just rushing the execution a little bit. She has been standing up a little bit too much the last couple as well.
Oh, Manthou standing strong at the kitchen line to force the side out.
Oh, Howells chicken winged a couple of those to get him back, but then he's pinched too far in the middle. Manthou finds some space behind.
4-0-1.
Oh, goodness.
Nice
Another
hit.
point. It's 5-0.
You want to talk about someone who's locked in right now? Christine Maddox. The defense, the turning the defense into offense. The come-ons with Max Manthou. She's ready to just erupt here.
5-0-1.
Oh, the miss hit keeps it in.
We head to the end change, 6-0. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh!
They called a football. Was there a call?
I don't know.
I didn't hear a call.
Hey, Booth, can we get a replay of that one again? And
Where?
whoa, they're calling it on the left foot?
No, here. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yes.
So watch the left
Yep.
foot.
Yeah.
It was when he made initial contact. It looked like that outsole, like where his
5-0-2.
pinky toe is.
Max, with
Matches that.
thinner shoes.
Or at least darker ones.
No, white. Blends in with the line.
Ooh.
Okay. So mark that point. Also, did either one of you hear a call of a
That
football?
was the most casual football call I've ever heard or didn't hear. Oh, she fought that off her face.
Let it
Just
go.
deep.
If she doesn't hit that with her paddle, it gets her off the cheek.
Howells couldn't shape the ATP second serve on the way. And this is crucial for Manthou and Maddox. You had the foot fault. You thought you were headed into the end change. Yes, Howells and Oshiro scored a point, but you need a defensive stand.
Yeah, and you can't have that right there. Missed return. Because instead of it being 6-0 and you're changing ends on your terms,
3-point swing.
right now 2-5.
Howells catches
nice
the
flick.
inside of the line. Back within 2.
You want to talk about a huge shift in momentum.
I was going to say, game changer on the foot fault.
Yes.
That would be why I marked it.
What one foot fault can do.
Oh,
All right,
that's
guys.
poor.
Here's the question: the end change is still ahead. If you're Manthou and Maddox, do you use it now?
I would have.
Yeah.
I would have at 3.
4, 5, 2.
Five all.
Now it's too late to use it.
Right. Don't use it now.
Timeout.
They will.
There's no point.
Now it's too late. It had to have been done at 3, and then
There's no
stop the momentum. Now you're like, well, we just gave up 5. We might as well give up 1 more to get a free one.
that, and the fact that you're going into the second half of this game in a minute, maybe.
And now you
It's
only
going to
have
be
1.
tight.
Yeah.
Have 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
Let's go back to how we got here, because it was
Unbelievable.
Maddox and Manthou who were rolling to start this game 5-0. It's the left foot.
I still
close.
don't know.
That is
I
really
still
tough.
don't know.
We're not going to be able to
Tough
see
to
from
tell
that
from here.
angle. As all 3 of us are scrunched next to the monitor to try and tell. But you talk about a game of
tough.
inches. It's going to be a game of millimeters.
Yeah, that's tough right there. I mean, it was called. Nothing you can do about it. It was 5 points ago.
Well, Manthou is rocking the Adidas barricades. They have a thicker outsole. That little extra foam padding may be the difference between a championship Sunday and playing for bronze.
Remaining timeout. Server 1, receiver 1. Time in. 5, 5, 2.
Oh, Howells gifting Maddox and Manthou a missed
there it is.
third.
Here it is. The crowd getting back up behind Manthou and Maddox.
Pro purple crowd?
Very pro.
He's there. Oh, Maddox
off
switches
balance.
up the spot again. They retake the lead. We finally head to the end change. It's a 1-point lead for Max Manthou and Christine Maddox.
Well, it's taken until game 3 for Maddox to go behind Howells, and the couple of times that she's done it, it's worked.
I mean, how every point at this point is important, but how crucial is that stop and score for Maddox and Manthou headed into the end change?
I mean, it's kind of big. Let's put it there, right? Because you're changing ends. The ends have played differently throughout the week here, and so let's see how they react on the end change. But again, I still don't believe they should have burned that time out. I still think they should have kept it, but it is important. You have that momentum. You are changing ends on your terms.
This is the first 3-game match we've had on championship court today since we came on the air, so we haven't seen necessarily the swings and the signs. But Chad, to what you've seen, are Maddox and Manthou still on the favorable side as that side was yesterday?
I don't really think there's a favorable side today because we don't have as much wind. I think it's more so right now about the momentum.
Oh, Maddox
that ball
coming up
just-
a little short. Second serve on the way.
See Oshiro with the backhand fly swatter right there is. She's getting on top of that very nicely, but still have one more big hold here.
Oh.
Oshiro short on the dink. Another round of applause from this crowd that has been filling in and been treated to arguably the best match of the day.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there, right in between the feet of Oshiro. Stay down.
That's the ball at 7-5 on 2. You have to make that third.
Yeah.
Right? Just make it. Doesn't matter if it's a bad or high third, it's got to be over the net. You can't leave anything to chance right there.
5-7-1.
Oh. That's a retaliation call potentially right there as well.
5-7-2.
Maybe deep.
Maddox going right at the right hip. Good
off
gracious.
right there, Maddox.
That's a pitcher going, hey, fastball.
Fastball down the middle.
It's major league. It's the wild thing.
3-0 count fastball swinging out of your shoes with the green light.
Oh my goodness, leaving no prisoners.
No, and again, they changed their whole style of play from game 1 into game 2, carried it over here into game 3, and you're getting a timeout from Oshiro and Howells.
Timeout receiver.
I mean, they're being aggressive, but they're executing perfectly. You know, they're hitting the ball as hard as they can, but it's with that compact swing.
We'll also talk about where the pull of the triggers are. Their margins are big. They're not hitting the sideline to sideline.
Yeah.
They're going through
big,
the middle.
Big targets off of elevated balls.
They're taking Bobbi and Will, marking them as pillars, and they're hitting everything in between them. They're not going sideline to sideline. They're like, if you want to get it. But you're probably going to pop it up even higher, and I'm going to hit it even harder.
Maddox and Manthou have been relentless on the attack here in game number 3. Not out of it yet, but the top seed starting to run out of time.
15 seconds.
Still on first serve. It's 8-5-1.
Receiver 0, server 1. Time in. 8-5-1.
Oh.
Crowd needs to try and keep their mouth closed during the point.
Yow. She wanted to say yes, and then realized it was landing in, and she was like, yow.
8-5-2.
Oh, goodness. Oshiro wearing it off the chest.
A little stutter step right there from Maddox as well, but got herself into good position.
Largest lead of the match for Manthou and Maddox. It's 9-5-2.
9-5-2.
Oh, Howells puts it in the bottom of the net. Match point. And if I'm Maddox
one
and
of the
Manthou, I'm going
keys
for
with
broke.
Manthou creating chaos. And that is exactly what he did right there. Howells was not anticipating that forehand flick back through the middle.
If I am Maddox and Manthou, I do not want to give them the opportunity to get back on serve. It is match point.
It's over.
Yep.
What was that?
Oh,
whoa! Steps across, forces the error and
into the
knocks
body.
out the top seed,
Wow.
the semi for the ages. Max Manthou, Christine Maddox back into Championship Sunday, their first since they won it all in Newport last year.
Came to the game with a brand new sauce. Get ready, got the 1, 2, 3, move it. I got the sauce to make.
Here's your juice.
I got the sauce to make you go.
Oh, you got me.
Are you ready for this? I'm better than this. 1, 2, 3. Let them win again. Switch it up.
Humana, official healthcare partner of the APP. People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
The APP is sponsored by Humana, the official healthcare partner of the APP Tour. Zimmer Biomet, moving you forward. Visit smarterknee.com today. And Gamma, play to live, live to play.
Organized chaos, Chad. Max Manthou pulling this ball off his shoe tops to win it.
You stole my line right there. This little flick off the shoelaces into the Bobbi of Oshiro. Manthou and Maddox back in the championship Sunday here in Newport Beach. And they're courtside with Dorian Kraft in our Franklin post-match interview.
Christine, Max, congratulations. What a win. I think I can speak for all of us when I say that was so much fun to watch. Probably a little bit exhausting to play for you guys. The crowd obviously really enjoying what they saw. I want to take you back to 5-5 in the third game. You guys got off to that great run. The questionable foot fault call. But you guys took the timeout at 5-5. A lot of teams wouldn't with the end change, 1 point away. What made that the right time for you?
You know, I feel like if we take a moment to be quiet and just reset, especially when something is like a call like that, a lot of teams won't take that time, but we'll look at each other, take that time, and reset, and I think that's what helps us come back.
Well, Max, while we were in break after that game, you came over, you said, I'm exhausted, emotionally, spiritually. Why does a match like that take everything that you have to give?
Well, I just want to, I appreciate our opponents so much. Please give it a round for Will and Bobbi, please, because we can't make a moment like this for everybody without them playing as well as they do and bringing the best out of us. I feel like this is one of the best matches I've played, or we've played as a team, maybe all year, and it doesn't happen if they don't bring it out of us. So thank you, everyone who's here. Thank you to the APP, and I'm ready to play on Sunday.
We're ready to see you. One more question for Christine before I let you guys go, because one of the biggest adjustments, we saw you switch up places on Will, and that kind of changed things for you. What did you see there that you thought you could take advantage of?
You know, just given a different look occasionally can work. So if you, I don't know, do a bunch of balls to one side, they think it's going there, and then boom, somewhere else. You know, just a different look makes them think more. And you know, Will's an amazing player. So is Bobbi. So we gotta keep them on their toes a little bit.
Well, guys, congratulations back into another championship Sunday here in Newport Beach. They earned it. Who's going to be meeting them there? Stay with us to find out.